By the peaceful stream, Kai Shouting frolicked with Sun Yufei, completely ignoring the sorrowful Luo Yuncheng who stood nearby. Steeling herself for the sake of her clan, Luo Yuncheng approached, pleading for Kai Shouting's help. However, Kai Shouting, now infatuated with Sun Yufei, coldly dismissed her, making it clear that their past relationship meant nothing to him anymore. Sun Yufei, sneering, reinforced his words, leaving Luo Yuncheng heartbroken as she desperately knelt, vowing to stay there until he relented. Just as Kai Shouting hesitated, torn by her gesture, Sun Yufei stepped in and slapped Luo Yuncheng, viciously declaring Kai Shouting hers alone. Kai Shouting, completely swayed by Sun Yufei's threat to leave him, reaffirmed his devotion to her, treating Luo Yuncheng like dirt. Luo Yuncheng, realizing all hope was gone, felt her last chance slip away. In that moment, Zhuo Fan appeared like a shadow, delivering 2 swift slaps to both Kai Shouting and Sun Yufei, leaving red marks on their faces before they even realized what had happened. Both were stunned, as they had never encountered someone who could move so fast. Even Captain Pang, who was stronger than Kai Shouting, was shocked by Zhuo Fan's display of power. Zhuo Fan turned his back on them, focusing on the tearful Luo Yuncheng, feeling an unfamiliar pain in his heart, likely the remnants of the former soul of his body, who still cared deeply for his former master. He knew this meant he would be tied to the Luo clan for some time. Gently wiping away her tears, he urged her to leave with him, as there was no point in staying. The group, battered in spirit, prepared to depart. But Sun Yufei wasn't about to let them leave unscathed. Blocking their way, she demanded that Luo Yuncheng and the others kneel and kowtow, especially Zhuo Fan, to humiliate them further. Captain Pang seethed with rage at the thought, but Luo Yuncheng, trapped in grief and fearing for her brother's safety, reluctantly began to kneel. Before they could lower themselves, a loud bam echoed. To everyone's astonishment, it was Sun Yufei and Kai Shouting who suddenly knelt, forced to the ground by an unseen power. Their cries of pain filled the air as Zhuo Fan, having none of their arrogance, ensured they felt the humiliation they tried to impose on others. Zhuo Fan kicked Sun Yufei and Kai Shouting again, dismissing their threats. The couple, stunned by his audacity, couldn't believe a mere steward dared strike them. Meanwhile, Captain Pang held back his anger, knowing the Luo clan's fate hung in the balance. Luo Yuncheng, who had witnessed Zhuo Fan's boldness in the forest, wasn't surprised. Yet, her brother, Luo Yunhai, now saw Zhuo Fan as a hero, admiring his fearless defiance even against powerful foes. Just as the situation intensified, Kai Rong, head of the Kai clan, appeared. Kai Shouting wasted no time accusing Zhuo Fan of causing trouble. Zhuo Fan, however, remained calm and analyzed Kai Rong's strength, revealing the older man's 8th-layer bone-tempering cultivation. Kai Rong scolded the Luo siblings, but Zhuo Fan boldly confronted him, reminding everyone that the Kai clan had annulled the engagement, showing no kindness to the Luo family. Kai Rong, losing patience, proposed a duel, offering to use only 2/10 of his strength. Captain Pang warned that even that much power would be deadly, but Zhuo Fan accepted. A clash ensued, and though Zhuo Fan was forced back, he remained unscathed. Kai Rong, shocked, noticed his own hand bleeding, a sign Zhuo Fan had managed to wound him. Kai Rong couldn't believe a 2nd-layer qi condensation cultivator could withstand his strike. Zhuo Fan then pointed out that Kai Shouting had mysteriously spat blood, revealing his ability to harm the young master without even touching him. Kai Rong, realizing the danger Zhuo Fan posed to his son, hesitated, ultimately agreeing to let them leave. Zhuo Fan, victorious, warned that while they may look down on him now, tomorrow, they'd be beneath him. His calm exit left the Kai clan shaken. As Zhuo Fan and the Luo siblings departed, Sun Yufei, furious, urged Kai Rong to take action. Kai Rong, filled with regret, acknowledged they had made a grave mistake by underestimating Zhuo Fan. Despite backing down, Kai Rong now viewed Zhuo Fan as a serious threat to both the Kai and Sun clans. Sun Yufei, determined to protect her family's honor, swore to bring the full power of the Sun Clan's influence down upon Zhuofan. As they left Kai Manor, Zhuofan remained calm while Captain Pang and Luo Yuncheng trembled, fearing Kai Rong might change his mind. Zhuofan, bitter about the failed attempt to secure safety for the Luo siblings, vowed to one day bring down the Kai clan. Turning to Luo Yuncheng, he asked if there were any other options, but her tearful shake of the head signaled their despair. Determined, Zhuofan vowed to keep fighting, even as their hopes seemed to dwindle. Curious, Zhuofan asked Luo Yuncheng about the 7 noble houses. Her shocked reaction confirmed the gravity of his question. She explained that these clans held immense power, standing alongside the emperor himself. Fighting them was akin to challenging the empire, something no mortal clan could hope to survive. Captain Pang, who had never heard of such entities, was horrified. Luo Yuncheng stressed the importance of avoiding the 7 houses at all costs. Zhuofan then mentioned Sun Yufei's boast about the 7 noble houses. Luo Yuncheng froze, realizing the dire situation they were in. Panic set in as she urged Zhuofan to return and apologize to Sun Yufei, fearing the wrath of one of these untouchable families. However, Zhuofan, coldly resolute, refused, warning that going back would only lead to their deaths. The weight of his words sank in, leaving the group in silence as they faced the harsh reality. Surprisingly, it was Luo Yunhai who broke the silence, placing his faith in Zhuofan to save them. Once dismissive of Zhuofan, he now saw him as a protector and even called him Big Brother. Luo Yuncheng, though embarrassed by her brother's words, couldn't help but glance at Zhuofan, realizing how crucial he was to their survival. Zhuofan, amused by the boys' change in attitude, acknowledged their dependence on him. Zhuofan then asked if the 7 noble houses had any presence in Windgaze City. Luo Yuncheng revealed that the Veiled Dragon Pavilion, a powerful clan known for its immense wealth, operated there. Zhuofan declared that they would visit the pavilion the next day, intending to find allies. The others were stunned, unable to fathom how a fallen clan like theirs could hope to form an alliance with one of the 7 noble houses, but Zhuofan's confidence gave them a glimmer of hope. As they left Kai Manor, Zhuofan remained calm while Captain Pang and Luo Yuncheng trembled, fearing Kai Rong might change his mind. Zhuofan, bitter about the failed attempt to secure safety for the Luo siblings, vowed to one day bring down the Kai clan. Turning to Luo Yuncheng, he asked if there were any other options. But her tearful shake of the head signaled their despair. Determined, Zhuofan vowed to keep fighting, even as their hopes seemed to dwindle. The guards, unimpressed, dismissed Zhuofan's request, further lowering Luo Yuncheng's spirits as she realized how insignificant their fallen clan was to the mighty 7 noble houses. Just as tensions rose, a girl in white, Long Kui, emerged from the pavilion, chastising the guards for their rudeness. Zhuofan recognized her as the same girl he had encountered earlier in the market. Long Kui, now revealing herself as an appraiser of the pavilion, welcomed them, curious about the treasure they wished to sell. Long Kui led the group into a lavish room, asking Zhuofan to present the treasure. With a smirk, Zhuofan pulled out a scroll filled with intricate images, causing Long Kui's expression to shift from curiosity to intense focus. The Luo siblings and Captain Pang were taken aback, not expecting much from the scroll Zhuofan had created the night before, but Long Kui's reaction suggested it was far more valuable than they had realized. After a long examination, Long Kui offered 20,000 spirit stones for the item, a sum that shocked Luo Yuncheng and Captain Pang. To put it in perspective, it was nearly half of Cloud Manor's peak wealth, and yet Zhuofan's seemingly simple creation had fetched such a price. Zhuofan, however, remained composed, understanding that Long Kui recognized the true worth of the item, and they were now in a position to negotiate further. Despite her initial arrogance toward the group, Long Kui quickly realized that Zhuofan was not someone she could easily deceive. His calm demeanor and sharp eyes showed her that he was an expert in his own right. While she might have viewed the others as insignificant, Zhuofan's presence commanded her respect, signaling that the negotiations were far from over. Chua Fan dismissed Long Kuei's offer of 20,000 spirit stones, mocking her dishonesty. Despite her protests that the price was fair for a first-grade array, Chua Fan insisted she was trying to cheat him. Long Kuei, seeing Chua Fan's determination, raised her offer to 30,000 spirit stones but still failed to convince him. Chua Fan's cold demeanor left her cornered, but she knew she needed the array for the pavilion and tried to appeal to Luo Yuncheng, offering them honored guest status. Luo Yuncheng, swayed by the idea of gaining a powerful supporter, considered Long Kuei's offer. However, Chua Fan immediately silenced her, reminding them that true alliances weren't formed through manipulation. Frustrated, Long Kuei reluctantly returned the scroll, admitting she couldn't meet Chua Fan's expectations. Chua Fan, unimpressed, asked for another appraiser, questioning her expertise, which only fueled her anger. Unable to tolerate the insult, she stormed off, leaving to bring in a higher authority. Long Kuei returned moments later with Godai Longjiu, the pavilion's head appraiser and a well-known figure in Windgaze City. His presence surprised Luo Yuncheng, who recognized him as a formidable expert. Longjiu, addressing her with familiarity, remarked on the fall of the Luo clan. Chua Fan stood unfazed, as Longjiu took the scroll and began inspecting it closely, dismissing Long Kuei's initial assessment. His serious expression surprised everyone. After a long pause, Longjiu revealed the true value of the array, 1.8 million spirit stones. The sheer magnitude of the figure left everyone in shock, especially Long Kuei, who never imagined that the array could be worth such an astronomical sum. Chua Fan's keen understanding and refusal to settle for less had paid off, solidifying his position as a master negotiator and strategist. Chua Fan rejected Longjiu's offer of 1.8 million spirit stones, leaving everyone in shock. For the Luo clan, such wealth was unimaginable, but Chua Fan demanded more. Longjiu admitted he couldn't increase the price, yet Chua Fan abruptly ended the negotiation, reaching for the scroll. In response, Longjiu unleashed his immense power, trying to pressure Chua Fan into agreeing. However, Chua Fan stood firm, unshaken by the intense force directed at him. Despite Longjiu's power, Chua Fan accused him of tarnishing Veiled Dragon Pavilion's reputation. Realizing the risk of damaging his noble house's honor, Longjiu withdrew his pressure, impressed by Chua Fan's courage. He acknowledged the young man's strength, both in mind and negotiation. The two struck a deal for 10 million spirit stones, 1 million paid up front and the rest later. Veiled Dragon Pavilion would now owe a debt to the Luo clan, solidifying the agreement. Long Kuei, still shocked, handed Chua Fan the agreed-upon million spirit stones. As they left, the guards, initially ready to cause trouble, were stunned by the amount and Long Kuei's respectful attitude. They realized how close they had come to angering a powerful client. Meanwhile, Chua Fan left with a content smile, knowing he had won a crucial victory for the Luo clan by securing a significant alliance and wealth from the pavilion. After a long pause, Longjiu revealed the true value of the array, 1.8 million spirit stones. The sheer magnitude of the figure left everyone in shock, especially Long Kuei, who never imagined that the array could be worth such an astronomical sum. Chua Fan's keen understanding and refusal to settle for less had paid off, solidifying his position as a master negotiator and strategist. Inside, Long Kuei asked Longjiu why the ancient array was worth 10 million spirit stones. Longjiu explained that it wasn't an ordinary first-grade array, it was an ancient array, a lost and priceless art. He admitted that even 10 million was a bargain for such a rare treasure. Realizing the immense value of the deal, Longjiu ordered guards to secretly protect the Luo clan, understanding the dangers they faced after offending the Sun clan.